beautiful sunny San Diego day. It's a little cloudy, just a little bit, but today we're going to talk about the traveler, the Masonic traveler, the one who claims that he's traveling to foreign countries and receiving master wages and such. Upon his traveling to the various countries that this Masonic brother is going and headed to, he must take his plumb level and square, and there's this trial that he's received and this uh, uh, chisel he receives, and he goes about his works. So what does that look like? What does that look like to the one who says that all the time, he sees a brother, he's, hey, traveler, how you doing? Greetings, travelers. So today we're going to talk about the traveling Mason, the one who takes his working tools and really begins and begin to apply them on this journey that he's on. That's our topic for today. I hope that everybody's going to be enjoying themselves as you come in. Today we're going to talk about the traveler. What does that look like? Who is he? How does this apply to those who have joined this journey? Is this just applied to mainstream? Is it just applied to international? Is it just applied to modern free? Is it just applied to the ancient free and accepted? Who does this apply to? When a brother talk about traveling, is who does this really applies to, and how does this exert itself within the confines of Freemasonry? That is our topic for today, and I hope as we get into this discussion that you and I both will be able to get something out of it and see it from a different point of view. I believe that when we are discussing the topic within the boundaries of Freemasonry and those things that we hold dear, that is all about how can I apply this? What can I get out of this? How can I become a better Mason? So this is where we're at. Greetings and peace to everybody who's coming on. I certainly appreciate you for tuning in on this, like I said, somewhat very shiny, sunny San Diego day. It's just a little cloudy. I'm sitting in some shade right now, We're gonna get into this topic, the traveler. So I want to present to you Masons from various jurisdictions, those who have traveled outside of the boundaries of their own particular jurisdiction. I want to present to you that on their travel, they're taking all of the tools that has been handed to them to be a better Mason. I want to talk about that level, that plumb, that square, that compass, that chisel, that gavel. I want to talk about that one that we get in the end of this journey on the third degree, which is the trial. I want to talk about the trial more so than the others, but all are needed on this journey. So as we plant the way, as we guide the way, as we search through this journey, plow our way through this journey as a Freemason, and we are handed these working tools, be it in the first, second, and then the third degree. Those tools are to be applied in life journey for symbolic reasons to assist us along the way in developing us as Masons who are traveling through this thing we call life with these symbolic tools that's going to assist us. So let's first take a look at this one in particular, which is the trial. The trial of a Master Mason, it says, is to spread the cement of brotherly love. I'm taking the trial first because I think it's one of the most important tools of a Master Mason. It says that once it is handed to this Master Mason, his work begins. His work, his journey begins, because with those other tools, the trial brings everything together. It sets everything on par. So with that being said, when you are handed this trial and you acclaim and that you are giving this charge to go out and to spread the cement of brotherly love, meaning that once the cement is applied, then you take the trial and you spread it across the brick. You put another brick on top of it or another stone on top of it, and it becomes strong. It is now cemented together. How do you or myself apply this on your journey? How do you apply it? Does it apply to all Masons, or does it just apply to where you're at? I would say that this applies to anyone who's gone in the doors of Freemasonry. Any brothers and fellows who've done this before me or come after me, this applies to you when you have reached the level and found to be proficient in those previous degrees. When you have handed that trial, this applies to you. It doesn't matter your jurisdiction. Once you have been given the charge in the first, second, and third degree, it applies to you. Once you understand why these instruments, which are symbolically used in the construction of a man, then you begin that journey. You understand that you're going to have to be leveled out. You're going to have to be leveled out. You must understand that water seeks its own level. As the great Masonic leader, Frank J. Bobo, said quite often, water seeks its own level. And when you understand that, then you know that when you have that level, you're going to have to be balanced out. You know, you're going to have to be you're going to have to be in such a spot, a place to where when trials and tribulations come, you're just not going to sway. You're going to be balanced out. You're going to be leveled out. And then when you are leveled out, when you lay that plumb line, it's going to be straight. You're not going to sway left or right. You're going to be balanced and you're going to be upright when those trials meet you in life. And then not only that, you're going to apply that square. You're going to make sure that the things you do are square, level, and plumb. So when you're able to take the symbolism of Masonry, you apply it to your life as you go through this journey, as you travel from the east unto the west, then you're going to understand how you take that plumb line or that trial and bring everything in the flow. Although you may be saying, well, Brother Hawkins, Tony, you missed the chisel. The chisel, man, it is awesome. You can't do anything if you're talking about shaping anything without a chisel, because if you take that common gavel and you hit a brick or rock or whatever, and you're going to really chip it off, you're going to break it. It's not going to be made like clay. It's not going to be shaped or formed, because without the chisel, and you take that gavel and you hit it against something, it's going to break the object that you're trying to shape and mold. So all of the symbolism that we get out of Freemason, all that we bring into Freemason, all that we put into it must be applied with the symbolic working tools that of a Mason. Now, why do you call it symbolic working tools that of a Mason? Because it's laid upon a trestle board that cannot be seen. And when you say it's laid upon a trestle board that cannot be seen, that means that you have planted something here, and only you know the works that are on your trestle board. Only you know how to take those tools and apply it to that journey for which you're on. What happens in this life, what happens on this journey, is that you come across many others who are on this journey, and they see you different. They see you as one that, how did you get on this journey? They see you as someone, not only how did you get on this journey, what are you doing on this journey? And you must understand that everybody is not going to agree with you as you take your journey. They're not. But it's not for them to take. It is your journey. It is your symbolic working tools. It is how you apply it. Because I would tell you this. If you was no good when you became a Mason, you're going to be even worse when you become a Mason. Because anything that is good can be used for evil. Anything that is good can be used for evil. Negative, positive. So when you become a Mason, if you're not a good person already, if you are not looking to better yourself already, if you're not looking to do the right thing already, it is not going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. And that is the uniqueness of Freemasonry. It is saying already that you are a good man. And we want to give you these symbolic working tools to work with to help better shape your journey as a Mason. And this is what we do. But when you're unable to bring that thing into focus, when you're not able to pick it up and apply it, you're gonna have a rough go at it. You're going to have a rough go at it because everybody is not going to come from the same jurisdiction that you come from. Everyone is not going to be able to apply that which has been given to you to help you to be a better Mason. There is not going to happen that way. So you're going to be upset along the way. You're going to be pissed off along the way. But when you are able to take them and apply them as they should be applied through your life journey, then you're going to be okay. But when you can't do it, you're going to be very, very upset. Very upset. I've learned in this life of mine as a Mason that the decisions that my jurisdiction make is the decision best fitted for my jurisdiction, for which I'm a part of. So anyone from the outside wondering about what I'm doing or how we are doing it, it's not for them. It's not going to fit their narrative. And when I was able to grab hold of that and apply that, it really helped me. So for those of you who are Masons, for those of you who are Eastern Stars, and people are wondering how you are applying the works that you receive, it is not for them. It is for you. It is for your jurisdiction. Your jurisdiction makes its rules and regulations that best suit it, no one else. And when your jurisdiction is really open to who they are and what they're all about, it is a great thing for the betterment of the jurisdiction. Trust me, that is one thing I enjoy about where I'm at. The mere fact that we're open, the mere fact that we are honest with our membership, the mere fact that we're not trying to hide and say who we are versus who we are not. That's what I really, really like. And I believe that along this journey, that when you're able to do that, it makes for harmony within your jurisdiction. I'm not saying you're not going to have some disruptions along the way. I'm saying that it makes for better harmony within your jurisdiction when you are more open, when you are more upfront, when you are more sincere with your members and not trying to cause them any harm, hurt, and put them in any dangerous way. When they know that and they can apply the things that you've given them in their journey, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. I've seen it for myself. And I will hope that each of you can see it for yourself. Granted, I know that everyone is not going to agree with me. That's a given. I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for you to do as a Mason is to take the things that have been given to you, symbolically speaking, and really apply them. Really and sincerely apply them. If you have been initiated, passed, and raised as a Mason, regardless of your jurisdiction, take those working tools that was given to you and really apply them. You will find that your journey in Freemason will be so much easier, that the harmony amongst the brotherhood would be so much greater. Greetings, Brother Grandmaster Hawkins. Thank you, I appreciate that. Greetings to you and everybody who's coming on. A brother should always greet another brother in love, regardless of jurisdiction. That sounds so great, my brother. That sounds so great, but that's not necessarily going to happen. It's not. And you must understand that. In this journey, Masonry, it has its great moments and it has its down moments. That is true. So I don't want anyone to think that Masonry is all of that. It's not. It's a great organization. It's a great society. It truly is. But it's not all of that. And when I say it's not all of that, it is clearly to say that there are members within the fraternal order of Freemason, within the society of Freemasonry. There are members who would like to see your jurisdiction crumble. There are members in other jurisdictions who would like to see harm come to you. That is just the truth. You can take that or let it alone. I've seen it. I've seen it. But that doesn't stop you from being the best Mason you can be, or the best Eastern Star you can be. As a matter of fact, what it should do, and what it has done to me, and what it's done for me, is to show them that I am who I say that I am. What it did for me is to clearly show I'm going to be the example of what a Mason should be. Now, with all of my faults, with all of my irregularities, I'm going to show that. With anything that is inside of me that is not of righteousness, I'm going to show all of it. I'm going to be legitimately who I am. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you I'm somebody who I'm not. What you see is what you get. See, people say that you shouldn't be so trustworthy. It is not that you're so trustworthy, but you give individuals the benefit of a doubt because they're going to eventually show you who they are in the long run. That's what they're going to do. So in this journey, and when you take those working tools and you begin to set them aside and work with them one by one and apply them on this journey as you travel, man, it is beautiful. It is totally beautiful. And I would tell anyone to do that. Walk with me just for a minute. Because what happens is that we get so caught up, bent out of shape over situation circumstances that we have no control over until we miss the true essence about the craft. We miss all of that.
Okay, I'm getting coffee.
Hello. We miss all of that. And then we get upset with somebody else. And that's not necessarily how it's supposed to go. We're actually supposed to be uplifting the next man to be the best Mason or the best Eastern Star they can be. That's our journey. That's why we carry those words. So if a brother finds himself out of order, regardless of his jurisdiction, you as a brother supposed to be able to assist and aid him along the way. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you don't apply that, when you don't do that, then what is it for? I mean, think about it. What is it truly for? I'm sorry, but I got to go back inside for a minute. I got some stuff I got to do. But, so, this is where we're at. When you take those symbolic things and apply them, this is where we're at. So how many of you today can say that you actually take that trial and spread the semen of brother? How many of you can actually say that you do that? Really, be truthful with yourself. You know, how many can you say that you actually take and apply the level, the plumb, and the square, and the chisel in your journey? You know, that's what I'm saying. How you doing? All right. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's at. Let's go down. Just want to clock in real quick. Just a second. That's the beauty. Hold on just a second. Like the music there.
Chilling out.
Oh yeah. So, you know, when you're able to level yourself out, you're better able to deal with people where they're at. That's how you meet them. That's how you deal with them. When you are leveled out, most of us are not leveled out. We're not. Most of us is not leveled out. So when we come across people, we can't deal with them. Oh, okay. Greetings, Brother Tony. Things are getting better. Really be great. But, you know, it's just something we gotta see. You know, I certainly hope so. But I'm counting on you, brothers of the craft, to really set that example. It's just not on me, but it's really, how you doing? It's really on all of us to set that example and do the thing that we're supposed to be doing. So look, I'm going to have to go. I hope that you've enjoyed the conversation piece. And remember, on your travels, take those working tools and really begin to apply them. You know, be the example. I'm out. Until we meet again, remember this. I'm here to help you study, but I'm not your study guide. I'm out.